you have done in your life has led you here, and now that moment has arrived. From the downtown, it's the new singles game, your rendezvous with destiny. And now here's your host, that pundit of propinquity, Mike McDaniel.
Folks, we have three bachelorettes on the panel now. We have John Pappin here. He's going to interview them. John, how you doing?
Good, Mike. How you doing?
What are you doing in Fort Wayne?
What do I do?
What's your job?
I live here. Oh, I'm a lawyer.
Okay. And what are the characteristics of the girl that you're going to find tonight? Okay, right here. One of these girls is a Virginia native who loves to square dance and flatfoot. She turns men off by picking her nose. She teaches modeling to ages 2 to 7, and she's a painter. This is no kidding, a real thing here. Okay, all right. Okay, John, so you're all excited?
Yeah, Mike, I'm ready to ask questions.
Are you? Okay, why don't you fire away at us?
Let's roll. Bachelorette number 1. What do you like most about yourself?
I like my personality. Excuse me, did I get it? Okay, sorry. I think I'm very outgoing, and that's about it.
Bachelorette number 3, same question.
It's the personality. That's what really matters. The fact that I can go up to anyone and, how are you doing, whatever. I can make anyone think whatever I want them to think.
Bachelorette number 2, if you and I were on a date and I was very nervous, what would you do to put me at ease?
Well, like if you were sick, I'd say, don't throw up.
I'm always sick.
Okay, I said, come on, don't throw up, this is a date here, I just try to make you laugh.
Bachelorette number 1, I understand you have a very peculiar habit when a gentleman is trying to pick you up in a bar and you don't want anything to do with him. Could you describe to me what that habit is?
I pick my nose if someone's staring at me. I will literally pick my nose, and
She really does.
Oh, Bachelorette number 1, if you pick your nose, have you ever had the experience of it turning the guy on?
I've had one guy stare at me one time after I did that. So the next thing I did was I stuck a big spoonful of food in my mouth and spit it right back out on the plate.
Bachelorette number 2, what are the women from Virginia like?
Well, us Virginian girls are just a lot of fun to be with.
A lot of fun to be with.
And like to go bar hopping, pick up guys, We're just not like, folks from Indiana.
Great. Well, since we're all from Virginia tonight, tell me, who designed the University of Virginia, Bachelorette number 3? Who designed
the University of Virginia?
Right.
I did not go to the University of Virginia.
Bachelorette number 2, same question.
His name was John Virginian.
Say, Bachelorette number 1, what was the name of Thomas Jefferson's mansion?
The Smithsonian.
Well, we're going nowhere with this. Bachelorette number 2, I understand you're a painter. You've heard of Pablo Picasso?
Yes, I have.
What is your favorite painting by Picasso?
Oh, I have so many.
You have so many.
I like them all.
You like them all. Bachelorette number 3, what is your favorite painting by Picasso?
My favorite painting is not by Picasso, it's by Rembrandt. I've always loved Rembrandt, everything he's done, the contrast between light and dark. And to say one from Picasso would not be my favorite.
Great. Answer my question. What's your favorite painting by Picasso? You're not getting away.
It's called
I know
The
what
Park.
you're thinking.
The Park. It's that one. When I looked at him, I remembered it.
Bachelorette number 1, what blooms in the spring in Virginia and is also the state flower? You guys aren't from Virginia. You're all lying to me, aren't you? Yeah. This sounds like you, McDaniels.
I'll be right back.
Bachelorette number 3, I understand you're a square dancer. Can you tell me what it takes to be a good square dancer?
It takes a great pair of cowboy boots. It really does. A lot of energy. Square dancing is a lot of fun, a lot of energy, and a good yee-haw.
Bachelorette number 2, same question.
It takes a lot of moves. You have, like she said, you have to have a lot of energy.
Okay. I understand you also teach modeling, bachelorette number 1. What is it like to teach a 4-year-old to model a bikini? I understand you do that.
A 4-year-old is really, they do not get nervous at all. They love to show it off, and they're really good to work with.
Is that your experience, bachelorette number 2?
Yeah, I had this one 4-year-old just a couple of weeks ago, and she asked me if she showed too much skin. And I just about died, you know. I said, no, honey, and she was just strutting around. And it's funny because if there's a lot of adults out there, she gets really nervous and just sort of clams up.
Sounds like she's pretty nervous. Go ahead, ask another question.
I'm trying to roll through these, Mike. Tell me, would I make a good model, bachelorette number 1?
Yes, you would.
Why?
You've got the look.
I've got the look. Wow. How about you, bachelorette number 2? Do I have the look?
You definitely have the look and the body to go along with it.
Well, you guys must really want to go out with me because you're all lying. Yeah, does your mother know you're in a bar lying tonight? For the express purpose of lying?
My mom is out there.
Nothing personal.
Keep the game going here.
I'm working on it. I've run out of questions.
Well, is there anything you'd like to ask at the top of your head?
Yeah, what is a John Paul Jones dance? Bachelor number 3.
John Paul Jones is a dance where you have girls on the outside, guys on the inside. You swing around opposite ways. When the whistle blows, whoever's next to you, you swing. But it's difficult because half the time the men are drunk, and you're hiding because you don't want to dance with this guy. And that's when I would start picking my nose.
I got you. Okay, we're going to go to a commercial. We'll be right back after these messages. John, we're going to find out who you think it is. Can I interrupt you for a minute?
Sure thing.
Okay. No. We want to find out. This is a singles game television show. We would like to find out how you spend your time on a date.
Well, my wife doesn't let me go out on many of them.
Okay. Before you met her, did you date her?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Would you say a lot of people bring dates here to the flea market?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The flea market primarily is a place of entertainment. They buy from good salespeople. I think purchasing is sort of incidental.
Is it a pickup place?
No, I wouldn't think so.
We're up here with the girls from Virginia, and before John tells us who he thinks it is, audience, get your hands together for number 3. Who thinks it's number 3? Okay. Number 2. Number 1. Okay. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, John?
Well, listen, these women are schooled in the art of deception, so it's going to be very difficult to pick the one. I mean, I don't think any of them are Virginia. None of them know anything about painting, so it's sort of a toss-up. I'm going to pick number 2. She had the best accent, whether it's feigned or real, I don't know.
Well, you're wrong, but you won anyway. Get on over here. Give him a hug. Give him a hug. Okay, we'll talk to you both at the end of the show. Well, it was number 3, by the way. Number 3 was the real one. Come over here for a second. Hey, you had some good answers. The audience seemed to think it was you. Did you like the show? Did you have a good time?
I love the show, and I'm wanting to come back again.
Okay, great. Well, here's the ticket to the washboard laundry, 1 hour in a limousine, and we'll get you a tanning certificate after this is over. Come on over here, number 3. You really, give her a hand. She did. She tried, right? She tried. You really, you did it. You gave it your best shot. You did give it your best shot. And but I'm sorry it didn't work out for you. We got some consolation gifts for you, and I'll give you some more after the show. Okay. And so thanks a lot. We'll talk to you later. Thanks. Be right back after these messages. Okay. We just thought we'd come in here and we're all done.
Whose home am I going into?
Excuse me?
Whose home am I going into?
Everybody in Fort Wayne that watches the singles game. What we're doing really is we want to find out what people here at the flea market do on a date. Like some people out here were telling us they go dancing, and we want to know what you do on a date. Maybe you can enlighten people at home.
Oh, you mean a date?
Like, let's say that you met a girl in here right now. Where would you take her on a date? We thought we'd come out to the Consumer Center Flea Market today and find out what some of the people are doing on their date. Right here's somebody. Excuse me. What do you usually do on a date?
On a date?
Yeah, I'm Mike McDaniel from the singles game.
You're looking at the wrong gal. I haven't had a date for years.
Okay, thank you. We'll cut that one out. These people, how they're enjoying themselves today at the flea market. Excuse me, are you guys on a date today?
No.
Okay, what do you guys usually do on a date? Well, people at home would like to know.
I don't go out on dates.
Do you go on dates?
I usually go to the bars.
What do you do out there?
Oh, dance, drink, have a good time.
Have you ever had a date here at the flea market?
I refuse to answer that one.
Oh, okay. How are you folks doing today? Can I ask you a question? Is it true that you guys embezzled money from, no, this is not Gerardo Oliveira. We're checking people what they do on dates, and what do you usually do on a date for people at home that might want to know?
I don't know.
Do you run a booth out here at the flea market? Okay, this is a singles game television show, and we're just out around town today trying to find out what people usually do. So, well, what's your name?
I don't know, I ain't got a name, man.
Okay, well, thanks a lot. Well, now we're going to play a dating type game, the real thing here, and we have our interviewer tonight is Laura Ansbaugh. How you doing, Laura? Let's meet Laura. She's interviewing the guys tonight. Okay, this is Laura. One of these guys fits these characteristics. One of them's a pharmacist, a pharmacy technician, that is. He considers himself to be good looking and he loves rock and roll. Now what she's trying to do is she's going to try to find out which guy fits these characteristics, and if she does, she'll win some nice prizes, and the guy will too. So why don't you start the questioning, Laura? And now she's got this handy gun here, and if she at any time is unhappy with the way the segment's going, she'll just shoot it. Why don't you shoot it once just to test it out once? Okay, yeah. Aim low, aim low. Okay. Okay, why don't you go ahead and start? And
Question number 3. You said that you consider yourself to be good looking. Compare yourself to a movie star.
How about Gene Simmons?
Okay, it's interesting. Bachelor number 2. As a pharmacy technician, you see a lot of drugs. What is the most prescribed drug?
Well, probably Thorazine.
Okay.
Mellow Connection.
Bachelor number 1. How did you stumble into the pharmacy business?
How did I stumble into the pharmacy business?
Yeah.
Well, my uncle is in the industry, actually, and he's based out of Chicago, and he's got 3 pharmacies. So I got attracted to the industry.
So you work
that
for
way.
him? Or
No. I actually moved to Fort Wayne. I'm getting ready to start my own business, but I learned it through him.
Okay. Bachelor number 3. Why do you consider yourself good looking, as you said in your letter?
Why do I consider myself good? Well, because I've been told that so many times.
You consider bachelor number 2 good looking?
Well, it depends on what you really call good looking. My pet dog, he's pretty good looking.
Okay. Bachelor number 2. What do you think about bachelor number 3?
No, he's not good looking, no.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Your letter lacked a sense of humor. Do you have one?
Do I have a sense of humor? Yeah, well, I've kind of been told that I'm like a Woody
Okay, let's
Allen
see.
type.
Let's see your humor.
What's my sense of humor? I have a didactic sense of humor, which is very intensified, and one in which you have to really respond in a very, very philosophical and deep way. I mean, it's something you have to really read into.
Okay. Bachelor number 3. Describe to me a tour of your workplace.
Well, we have to go through the back door. We can't go in the front door like you guys. But
Why is that?
well, because we have to change into our white outfits, and really my area is just a little closet with a microscope and stuff like that.
Okay, bachelor number 1. What do you consider to be your best asset?
My best asset I really can't talk about on stage, but I dress my second best very well.
Oh, okay. Bachelor number 2. What's your best asset?
Probably my teeth.
Your teeth.
You need good teeth in the pharmacy business.
Okay, bachelor number 3. You said you like rock and roll. What does rock and roll mean to you?
Means good attitude, rock and roll, you know.
Like the Gene Simmons type rock and roll.
Yeah.
Bachelor number 1. What are your future goals?
My future goals, well, I want to set up a business here in Fort Wayne and get involved in politics to a certain extent, make a lot of money.
Yeah, you're not making enough in drugs, so you
No, you gotta make more money.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Bachelor number 2. Describe to me the things you dream about.
Erotic dreams and success dreams.
Okay.
Being a
Bachelor
star.
number 3. What do you dream about?
Well, I dream about being on a boat 35 foot long, sailing across the ocean, and not having to work Monday.
All right, we're going to go to commercial now. You have to take all this information and figure out who you think is this guy. And if you do, you're going to win something. So we'll be right back after these messages. We're finding out how people spend their dates. This is a singles game television program. Do you watch a singles game?
Sure don't.
Okay, well, how do you spend the date usually?
No, just milling around, trying to get done as much as I can.
Okay. Do you ever bring a date girlfriend to the flea market? Is it a good place to meet people?
Don't have one.
You don't have one?
Don't have one.
Oh.
I couldn't have one if I wanted to.
Uh-oh. Okay. Why is that?
Well, there's just some reasons, you know.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks a lot, and it's nice talking to you.
Have a good day.
Sir? We're just asking people some questions today. This is a singles game television program, and we like to find out what people do on a date, and we thought we'd start with you.
Me on a date?
Yeah, like we go on a date. Like, what do? Do you bring her to the flea market, or do you start off dancing? What do you do?
I just take her to the dancing spot over at Rock Hill.
Is that here in the flea market?
No, it's another one over off of Lafayette.
Okay. What's your girlfriend's name?
I don't have one right now.
But if you did, you'd take her to the dancing at the Fairfield?
That spot on Lafayette.
Oh, okay. That's pretty neat. Have you ever met a woman at the flea market?
No.
Do they come out here?
Yeah, quite often.
So if you were going to approach one, how would you do it?
I don't really know, really.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for spending some time. How do you spend the date?
At school?
Do you date guys at school?
I'm not allowed.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Okay, welcome back to the show. Thank you very much. Well, Laura, you didn't have to shoot any of the guys on this segment.
No, they were pretty good tonight.
They were pretty good tonight, okay. Do you ever have weapons with you in your car when you go on a date?
Yeah, I do. I carry weapons all the time. Protection.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay. You're going to pick a guy right now, who you think this guy is. But before we have her pick the guy, I want to hear who the audience thinks this guy is. Who thinks it's number 1? Okay. Who thinks it's number 2? Who thinks it's number 3? Okay. All right. Laura, who do you think this is?
I'm gonna go with the audience. Say number 1.
All right. Guess what? You're wrong. All right. Well, looks like you won. She didn't. You won a nice trip. Give her a hug anyway. Maybe you'll get a date out of this thing. Hey, listen. We'll bring you guys up at the end of the show and discuss your winnings. Okay. Thanks a lot. All right. Come here, bachelor number 2. Let's meet bachelor number 2. All right. This guy is the guy who wrote the letter, by the way. This is the pharmacy technician. Wait a minute. Come here. Sit down. We got to talk to you. Okay, so you really did write the letter, and you're trying to, and you didn't win.
No, I thought she would pick me. Thought I had her convinced, but apparently not.
Apparently not. Well, doggone it. Well, listen, thanks a lot anyway. Okay, come here, number 3. You know what? I don't even think they're going to applaud you. Did you have enemies tonight out here?
Yeah, I guess so.
Everybody. Okay. Well, I thought you did a real good job.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that.
Okay, well, what do you do on a date usually? Do you take them
Have
to the
fun.
Do you go to the flea market?
No.
Okay. All right, well, listen, we got some consolation prizes for you we're going to give you from Alter Images Tanning Salon, a nice tan.
Well, nice to be on your show.
Okay, and you're going to send you to the laundromat. That's part of the deal, so we'll talk to you later. Okay, thanks a lot. Dick, how you doing? Hey, Dick, are you a single guy?
No, I'm married.
Oh, you're married? Did you meet your wife at the flea market?
No, I married her on a blind date.
You married her right on the blind date?
No, about 3 years later.
Okay, because folks on our show, they're thinking about getting married, and I just wanted to know how you met.
Well, I met on a blind date, and I asked her to marry the same night. It took her 3 years to say yes.
How does she feel about?
Married for 28 years.
Okay, how does she feel about you being a flea market vendor?
Oh, she feels good. I've been doing this for 4 years now.
Make a pretty good living at it, do you?
Yeah, very good.
Okay, well, thanks a lot, Dick.
Okay, let's talk, Dick.
Yeah. Hey, really, how you doing? You've been following us around. What do you do out here?
Nothing yet.
Do you date?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. See, we're from a singles game television show. Do you ever watch that?
Nope.
Okay, okay, well, I'd like to know something. Is your date here at the flea market with you?
No, she's not.
Where's she at now?
She's at work.
But when she gets off, does she ever come to the flea market with you?
No.
Is this your hangout?
Yes.
And it's not hers?
No.
Because you like to find other women here?
No, I don't.
Well, we have our, this is what we normally call our winning segment. Anyway, you guys didn't make it. You didn't win so the interviewers all get shirts from Roots. You guys get to go on trips because you fooled her. And did you guys going to get together anyway, even though you didn't match?
Well, we'll talk about that later on.
Yeah, that sounds good.
What about you?
I'm definitely going to talk about
Now, how'd you feel about this? Could she be from Virginia?
She fooled me, but what can I say?
Okay, well, listen, let's wave goodbye to your mothers, and we'll say goodnight on the singles game. Bye, Mom. All right, bye-bye.
Promotional considerations have been paid by The Washboard Laundry and Dry Cleaner. If you can find a better laundry, we want to know about it. By Alter Images Tanning Salon on Goshen Road across from Gateway. Young's Flower Shop and Greenhouse. And Michael's Floor Covering on East State Street. Mike McDaniel's wardrobe is provided by Silverman's Menswear.